episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's an incredible atmosphere, a celebratory atmosphere here in the Glendale studios. My guest at this time, let me bring him in. You know him, sometimes he joins our broadcast team. He's the producer of the show, Dave Marquez. Get out here to celebrate with me. Absolutely, Dave. I've been with you a long time. I've had the privilege to call many of the historic matches on this program. What a ride it's been. Your thoughts, the 100th episode.
Well, you know, Todd, 100 episodes here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's been almost 9 years we've been together doing this type of a program on different platforms. All I want to say is thank all of you at home and all of you here today at the Glendale Studios for joining us each and every week, whatever event we put on, all the stars, all the talent. I'd like to thank everyone at KDOC TV, everyone who's been associated with all of us over the years, Jeremy Shot, our camera operator, all the way to the back, the producers, everyone who's been a part of this. So with that, I'll shut up, I'll let you take over, and let's start the show.
Absolutely, Dave. The great fans thanking you and thanking everybody here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And we're going to show our thanks to you watching at home with some incredible action on our 100th episode. Let's go.
First, accompanied to the ring by Heather Lynn of the Family Stone, hailing from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 200 pounds, this is James Morgan.
All right, I had my chance here at the start of the program. Your chance to welcome everybody.
Oh, welcome everybody once again to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, our 100th episode. Spectacular here. What a way to kick things off. Todd Kennelly and Dave Marquez out there. And now, of course, we have James Morgan with the Family Stone Challenge. He's got to win this match or he will be out, fired from the Family Stone.
Cedric passed the test, and now it's Morgan's chance.
Time to find out who Morgan's opponent will be.
James Morgan, you call yourself my best friend? Do you even know what friendship is all about, James? Do you even love me, James? Because, James, if you really do love me and want to be a part of the Family Stone, I'm going to give you the biggest test of them all, James, because I care about you, James. I want you to make me proud, James. I want you to make all these people proud, James. And I want you to defeat this man right here.
Uh-oh. Stu Stone has just as literally
His
just
opponent
sent
from
James
Boston,
Morgan to the wolves.
Massachusetts, weighing in at
you might have just
400
sent him
pounds,
packing.
the definition of pain, Terex.
All right, we've been joined by Morton Lipschitz. Your thoughts? Why on earth would Stu Stone pick Terex?
I think that Stu's neck brace is way too tight. I don't know what's going on with Stu. I'm at a loss, and I'm never at a loss for words. You know that, Tim. Tom, Terry, Todd, whatever.
It's been 100 episodes. I would think you'd be able to get it right by now, but whatever.
You know, you listen to the fans. I think they think this is over before it begins. They're chanting that Morgan's heading out of here. He's gone.
Yep, they think it's a foregone conclusion. Let's see. The pressure is on for the main event.
And now Morgan, right after Terex, not wasting any time here. Here comes Stu Stone out here again to join us on commentary. And now Terex just unleashing that aggression on James Morgan. And again, the fans have said that they think this is over before it began. Covers only a 2 count.
Shut up while I'm talking. The biggest test of them all goes to James Morgan. He says he loved me. He says he cares about the Family Stone. He's got to beat this piece of garbage, Terex. As for all the lawsuits that I've been handing out, Morty Lipschitz is here. For once in your life, dude. Oh, God, James. For once in your life, don't shut up, Morty. Oh, God, James. Tell everybody about these lawsuits.
We're winning. They're a piece of cake. I don't know what the problem is here, Stu.
I'll tell you, James Morgan's got a problem.
James Morgan almost out of the family stone right there.
I'm getting choked up here.
I'll tell you what, Terex dismantled you physically, and now he might start to dismantle the family stone if he gets the victory here tonight.
Keep talking like that and you will be on my SH list. Morty, have you served a lawsuit to Todd Kenley yet?
Yes, it's coming shortly. He doesn't know about it. And his cohort is getting one, too.
Gotta be kidding me.
Attaboy, Morgan.
Well, if Terex has anything to say about it, Family Stone's gonna be going out of business soon anyway, so I'm not too worried about being served.
Hashtag lawsuits for everybody. I am pissed off. Come on, James. Come on, James. What are you doing?
Not a smart move there, trying to headbutt Terex. Didn't pay off for the main event.
And James Morgan has not been faring too well thus far in this matchup, and the fans might be right. This might be the end of James Morgan in the family stone.
Oh, my
Big time
gosh.
elbow drop there by Terex, who continues to press the offense.
I have recurring nightmares about this man. I have been in pain ever since this man laid his— oh no! His hands on me, Morty. Sue this man, Morty. Sue him.
I'm suing everybody. The referees, everybody. Marquez, I don't care who it is. They're all getting sued.
Only a count of two there, says referee Patrick Hernandez. I'm sure if you sue Terex,
I'll take his shorts. I don't care.
You'd go for a whole lot in pain and suffering.
Pain and suffering, that's all I've gone through. Pain and suffering, that's what these people have had to go through. With me out of action, not being able to commentate the way I want to, having to listen to you two idiots every week. Come on, James.
And James Morgan now, that might be the opening he needed to, again, remain in the family stone. Thus far, Cedric the Hitman, successful when he defeated the Manimal. He's a part of the family stone.
Cedric is a part of the family, and James looking impressive right now.
Nice bulldog takedown there by Morgan. Rolls the big man over. Deep hook of the leg. Is he going to get him? No.
That was a whole kennel of bulldogs right there.
Big nasty Eric Watts not able to get the job done against Terex. What makes you think that main event Morgan can?
I'll tell you about the big man, Eric Watts. Episode 100. Eric Watts is going to win or he's going to be fired.
I think when he went for that headbutt earlier, it might have jarred a few things loose. What's he thinking, trying to scoop the big man up? Samoa drop there by Terex.
Well, it didn't work the first time. It certainly didn't work the second. Uh-oh. Eric's maybe now looking for a splash or maybe that moonsault.
I don't know what he was
Morty,
thinking
you
going
might
for
want to
that
get
slam.
you might want to get James's walking papers ready, Morty.
Do I have to? It's not over yet, Stu. Come on, Stu.
Shut up, Morty.
Oh, that's the setup.
Uh-oh. Look out here. Terex gonna put him away. Big splash. That's gonna do— oh, give me a break.
Well, there's Heather Lynn out there up on the apron getting involved.
This match would have been over.
Referee Patrick Hernandez
Kicks him
trying
low.
to— Morgan's got the cane.
Good officiating there.
But Heather Lynn now with a tug of war with Patrick Hernandez over
Cover
the
him,
cane.
James, cover him!
But Morgan had a second foreign object. Now the feet on the ropes, please.
There you go! James Morgan!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, James Morgan.
Well, James Morgan kicking off our 100th episode spectacular, remaining in the family stone, TK. This is a tense situation, man.
Tell you what, that was robbery, but really able to distract the official there. Morgan got a second foreign object after the cane was taken out of play. Absolutely decked Terex and got the victory.
That's not the win I saw. It was a clean 1, 2, 3. See you guys later. Watch for those lawsuits, gentlemen.
Skadu skitataroa. Ooh, wada 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 wada. Ooh, wada 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 wada. Sadoa. Radoa. Ooh, wada
You can catch all of wrestling's biggest stars on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
And you can put a $sign on that.
Tune in and stay up to date on all the latest stories and action on America's fastest growing wrestling program.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Check your local listings for time and channel or catch us online on Fight TV.
Okay, folks, back here with Sean Ricker later on tonight. You and Brian Cage in a casket match, but I know you had some plans with Percy Pringle being ringside, and now he's not going to be there.
Just makes you laugh a lot, doesn't it? Let me talk to you. Everybody wants to send Percy Pringle away. You want to send Percy Pringle packing. John Ian wants to send Percy Pringle packing. And the guy who's the beneficiary of it all, or so he thinks, Brian Cage. Well, I'll tell you what, if you recall, just rewind your mind a little bit, you'll remember Percy Pringle was sent away just a couple months ago. And who went on a long winning streak? This guy. Is anything going to change tonight? No. Don't even think about it. The fact is, Mr. Brian Cage talks about, Mr. GMSI, get my stuff in. Yeah, he gets his stuff in. Ask his boyfriend. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But tonight, the only stuffing that's going to be happening is your dead carcass getting stuffed into that casket. And when the lid closes and the darkness sets in, it's evil after dark, dummy. So when you're zipped up in plastic, when it happens, that's it. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life.
All right, later on tonight, this man, Brian Cage, main event on the 100th episode.
First, hailing from Woodward, Oklahoma, weighing in at 188 pounds, Jarek Matthews.
I'll tell you what, TK, Jarek Matthews sure has a real ultimate entrance, doesn't he?
Really does. A lot of energy. You know, we've always talked about it's always the best day ever, and tonight that might be the case for all of us here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood as we celebrate our 100th episode.
His opponent, accompanied to the ring by Christian Cole and Scorpio Sky, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 250 pounds, Big Duke.
Talk about a buzzkill.
Here comes the Scorpio Sky experience, Big Duke. Of course, on the horizon for Scorpio Sky, that big ladder match for the TV title. But tonight it's about that man right there, Big Duke.
Money all day. Money, baby. Tell him he's money.
Hey, let me tell you something. Christian Cole's right. Big Duke, you know what he is, TK? He's money. He's money.
I heard he charges a lot for his training session, so maybe he is.
Is money.
Bill Sounds, good to see Todd Chandler in there yet again officiating the action. One-on-one competition here between Matthews and Big Duke.
Definitely a good challenge for Big Duke here with Jarek Matthews, TK.
Really is. Matthews can catch you. Look at that. Nice head scissors takedown there. And Big Duke gonna roll out and try and go back to the drawing board here.
Jarek Matthews looking to take some flight, maybe. Watch out.
Uh-oh. Missile drop kick attempt. Nobody home there. Nice block by Matthews as the two trade on the outside, which seems to be a trend here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Sometimes the ring cannot contain the combatants of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Oh, flapjack right there by Big Duke.
High impact power maneuver there by the big man, who has been very impressive as of late inside that ring.
There's Christian Cole strutting on the outside. Did I mention to you that Christian Cole's the coolest guy that I know, TK? Did I mention that to you?
I don't think he can out much. Big Duke, though, he likes that big strike, and he hits it.
And now Big Duke with the cover. Only gets a 2 on Jarek Matthews as he's cheered on by the man. That's right, the man, Scorpio Sky on the outside. The man who will be your next TV champion, not to take anything away from Willie Mack, who has had an incredible journey to the top here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, but I do believe it is time to get that title back around the waist of Scorpio Sky, I do believe.
He's had to climb back up the ladder, and he'll have to do that literally when he faces Willie Mack. Look out, fall away slam. All kinds of power by Big Duke here. Spear, who has been very impressive. Last we saw him in action, victorious over Robbie Phoenix, trying to string together some victories here tonight.
Big Duke looking to get some momentum on his side, looking to make a mark himself in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Perhaps Big Duke looking to get some gold around his waist.
Again, this 100th episode celebration, so jam-packed with action and featured matches that it has to be split up into a two-part special, so that ladder match upcoming next week, I'm told.
That's right, next week, Scorpio Sky and Willie Mack for the TV title ladder match on part 2 of our 100th episode spectacular, the celebration of 100 episodes of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Oh, the spear by the Baby Rhino! Caught him out of nowhere, but he's got to stay on him to capitalize. Hit another one!
Jarek Matthews looking to finish off Big Duke.
Oh, takes him down again! Oh, this has got to be considered an upset! Only 2! Oh, how close was that? I thought he had him, Jeff.
Jarek Matthews literally out of nowhere with that spear, with that gore.
But he's got to keep his foot on the throttle. He can't let Big Duke get a breather here and get back into this matchup. Oh! German suplex, how is that for power?
There's a question, TK, would it be an upset if Jarek Matthews were to defeat Big Duke?
That's a tough call. You know, these guys I think evenly match up. Big Duke still relatively new on the scene, but has been so impressive as of late. And, you know, the size and strength advantage, that maybe I would consider it an upset. Frog splash, feeling froggy as Matthews. Matthews, no, again. Close near fall.
Well, he's doing what you said, DK. The foot is definitely on the acceleration. He's going, but so far unable to keep Big Duke down for 3. Looking for that German suplex here.
Maybe going to the well one too many times, but now goes to strikes. Big Duke put on the brakes there. Nobody home for the close. Oh, that's the way he put away Phoenix. Can he put away Matthews the same way? Yes, he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Big Duke.
Big Duke, very impressive here. Another big victory for him. This time over Jarek Matthews once again with that sky-high powerbomb. And now the Experience definitely has momentum on their side as they head into battle next week. Ladder match, TV title on the line. Scorpio Sky looks to regain the title as he takes on Willie Mack.
I can't wait. But still to come, main event of part 1 of this 100th episode celebration. Brian Cage, Sean Ricker, who will be naturally selected for extinction in a casket match.
Okay, folks, back here with Brian Cage. Now, you've been here since day 1. We're celebrating the 100th episode. You, Sean Ricker, one more time, big stipulation, a casket match. All you have to do is put Sean in there, close the door, and you're the winner. And one more thing, no Percy Pringle.
You know what? No Percy Pringle. That is the clutch right there. But let me say something to Sean. Sean, how you feeling after that chair shot, huh? Huh? That get under your skin? A little PO'd at Brian Cage because I cost you, huh? Well, let me tell you something, Sean. Tonight, one more time, Mr. G. Masai, the Gravy Passing Daddy, casket match on the 100th episode. It's going to be good. You know, Sean, you and I, natural selection, that was a good team. You know, we were former champs. We were the best. I mean, everyone behind the camera, in front of the camera, everyone in that locker room knew it. Problem was, one man's ego took credit for all that greatness. So like all good things, that team came to an end. And you know, it's too bad, Sean, because you know, you were a great partner. You know, we had a lot of good times. We had a lot of great memories, yeah. Yeah, but tonight, all those memories get buried. When I close that casket on top of you, Sean, I'm going to be good and done with you. So you can take your horse and your dummies and your gravy passing mumbo jumbo poor man version of the Rock horse crap and go sell it at the mall. Because your career is headed to the cemetery, while mine is headed to the top for the gold. And you don't like that? Well. That's just a fact of life.
Fact of life, indeed. Casket match, main event here on the 100th episode.
Like to attend a free taping of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? Then come on down to the Ocean View Pavilion at 575 East Surfside Drive, Port Hueneme, California, 93041, and be a part of the action.
Now we're finally going to see this big grudge tag team matchup here. Oh, what's Pinky doing here, TK? He's signaling to Canales. A little regrouping here. Oh, wait a second. Pinky and Hector Canales, they were set to take on Brian West and Nick Madrid. They're now having Luis Tapia and Angel Lopez take their place.
Now calling an audible here. Going to the second string, perhaps.
I don't think this is what Nick Madrid wanted, TK.
No, he wanted to get his hands on Pinky and Canales, but I'm sure that doesn't make him happy, and he's going to take it out on these two members of the Nobodies. And look at this, Pinky and Canales not even hanging around. Check out the action. They head to the back for Lord knows what.
I'll tell you what, these Nobodies, it's as strange as it gets when these guys are out here. And you're at Pinky and Hector, they just took a powder, leaving the cronies to do the work.
That's right. Double drop kick, though, by Madrid and Weston. Madrid sure found himself a high-energy partner to take on the Nobodies, stacking them up in the corner. Double knee strike. Gotta tell you, I'm impressed the way Madrid and Weston are working together here, Jeff.
Brian Weston and Nick Madrid looking pretty good in there as a tag team.
Weston's really cooking with gas here. Big kick in the corner on Angel.
At Brian Weston, I'll tell you what, this guy's never lacking energy, TK.
Everything going the way of Madrid and Weston thus far.
Luis Tapia, they're raking the eyes of Brian Weston. I got to think Brian Weston, the weak link of this tag team. Of course, Nick Madrid, we've seen him in action here since the beginning of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. A lot of success.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been an incredible ride. We've really seen the journey that Madrid has gone on in his career take shape right here on this program. So many great victories. You talk about the energy of Weston. You know, that eye rake certainly slowed him down. If anything could, that did, and now they're applying a lot of pressure here in their own corner.
And now Lopez and Tapia here just taking care of business here for Pinky and Hector. Hector, of course, obsessed with Pinky, essentially. I mean, literally obsessed with him. He thinks that Pinky is simply the greatest.
A lot of power there, yep, he does. Again, I don't even want to talk about it. A lot of power there by Lopez, though, with the backbreaker. Tag is made. You heard Angel call for the double team. A little dissension now in the ranks as they try and work together here with the double team. Tapia sent in, nobody home. Angel now tries to pick up the pieces, and tag is made.
A little miscommunication from the Nobodies. Here comes Nick Madrid. He will take flight.
Big time elevation with the cross body there by Madrid. As you mentioned, so much history on this program. Really fitting to have Nick Madrid part of the 100th episode. He would love to culminate that with a victory in tag team action tonight. Couple that with the fact that he'd be doing it over members of the Nobodies.
Nick Madrid, look at that double team there. Or sorry, double attack there. Bulldog into a drop kick in the corner.
Did you just say double attack?
I said double team, but then I realized it was double attack.
I think that was Lopez at In and Out earlier. But anyhow, that was amazing. The Bulldog, the drop kick in the corner. I don't think I've ever seen that simultaneous move conducted in that fashion. Weston gonna fly now as well. Missile drop kick takes down both men. Oh, might be time to take the plunge.
Looking for that Pamplona plunge there is Madrid. Connects, covers, 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Brian Weston and Nick Madrid.
Impressive victory there for Madrid with Weston by his side. Big smile on the face of Nick Madrid. Uh-oh. Watch out, Tapia wasn't done. He's gonna eat a DDT for his troubles. But again, as you touched on, not the match that Madrid was looking for tonight.
Not the match he was looking for, but Nick Madrid going through the nobodies, and what's he doing here?
Madrid gonna do some face painting of himself, marking him up.
Going there, looks like he drew a mustache on Luis Tapia.
Uh-oh. It's like Lopez is get one. Oh, and now look at this. Look at this standoff.
Nick Madrid said 2 more to go, and now he wants Pinky and Hector. Pinky just looking on. Strange, odd individual he is.
Madrid throwing down the gauntlet, sending a message of his own tonight here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
You can catch all of wrestling's biggest stars on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
And you can put a $sign on that.
Tune in and stay up to date on all the latest stories and action on America's fastest growing wrestling program.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Check your local listings for time and channel or catch us online on Fight TV.
First, from Charlestown, Massachusetts, weighing in at 325
Oh, watch out!
Mikey O'Shea!
Do away with the pleasantries. This one is going to get started in a hurry on a night in which Championship Wrestling from Hollywood hits its historic 100th episode. A lot of recent history between these two men.
Well, of course, these two men carrying where they left off from backstage, huh, TK? Not wasting any time.
It got physical backstage, and now out here, watch out, looking more and more like the Johnny Good Time of old.
Of course, Mikey O'Shea turned on Johnny Goodtime, attacked him after their tag team title match by command of Joey Ryan. And now these two men at odds, these former friends now bitter enemies. And now Johnny Goodtime and Mikey O'Shea. Watch out, TK.
Now
Watch
Goodtime,
out,
he's
incoming!
gonna dive on the 100th episode. Dives to the outside, takes down O'Shea. And as we hit our 100th episode, let's lay out for a minute and let our great fans do the talking. Wow, a very aggressive Johnny Goodtime. He's got a score to settle.
Oh, on the
Watch
outside.
out.
Looking for a
No,
power
don't
bomb.
do it. Don't do it. Goodtime able to hold on. Watch out here.
Here in our broadcast area. Uh-oh.
And this is a war. It's going to go everywhere as you would expect it to go.
Well, like we said, they were brawling backstage. Continue their brawl right here in the ring, and now we're at ringside right in front of us, TK.
Incredible action as part of this 100th episode. Goodtime is more aggressive than we have ever seen. Now getting in the referee's face. He is like a man possessed here tonight.
Well, he feels wronged. He feels like he shouldn't have been kicked out of the happening, and now exacting some revenge, some redemption on the man who attacked him after that tag team title matchup. And we are dangerously close to the action here. Mikey O'Shea right here in front of us.
Oh, and now the kicks
we
by
got a
Goodtime.
ringside seat.
Kick it away. Goodtime catches him though, or O'Shea catches him.
Oh!
Oh, and a big strike, open hand strike. The referee allowing a lot of leniency here because he wants to see this score settled as well. So not even administering a count here. I don't know how he can't even throw this out at this point. O'Shea's got the stairs. Oh, thankfully he didn't connect with them.
And now Goodtime's got a chair. I think the referee's going to have to disqualify him.
This thing's going to have to get thrown out if he connects. They haven't been anywhere near the ring in minutes, and now this time O'Shea's going to hit the powerbomb on the apron.
That powerbomb right on the ring apron. That can end a man's career, TK. No, O'Shea, don't do it, O'Shea. Don't do it. O'Shea's got this.
Good Time
Oh,
can't
maybe
even
some sense
defend
came over.
himself at this point.
Well, what's he doing now? O'Shea's got the steel steps set up, and Johnny Goodtime, the referee, Johnny Goodtime, I don't think he's fit to compete anymore, TK, after being powerbombed in the ring apron.
I know what he's got in mind, and it's sickening. We've seen the end of the happening, you gotta believe, in terms of Good Time's involvement, but we might see the end of his career here if O'Shea hits this.
You know what a big fan I've been of Johnny Goodtime. I'm a fan of Mikey O'Shea, but this is unnecessary.
Referee's
there we go.
now
Come
coming
on
out.
Here, guys. Stop this thing. I'll tell you what, TK, I wouldn't want to be one of those referees right now.
No, you might see some flying zebras. Oh, there's going to be some big time fines being issued here. You can't put your hands on officials.
Well, for now, Johnny Goodtime out of harm's way, but those referees, that's a tough decision they made. Oh, Irish combo.
Oh my gosh, did you see his leg underneath? If he didn't completely annihilate his knee, I don't know what he did. No, you can't do this to referees here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Kevin Spencer, look at the fear in his eyes.
Hernandez might have a broken leg.
Johnny and
Hernandez might have a broken leg. Abuse of power. A vulgar display of power here by the monster O'Shea. Oh, there's not going to be any referees left to officiate any of our matches tonight. This is insane.
Oh, there's Good Time. There's Good Time back. Good Time back on O'Shea. Like a pit bull. He just won't let up, TK. He's like a pit bull.
He won't. He's got that sleeper. Time to put that big dog down.
We have seen carnage and destruction here tonight on this 100th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
We reach our 100th episode, and it is wilder and crazier than ever, folks. We're going to try and restore some sort of order.
Here comes
No,
Good
but
Time.
good luck.
And these two men just can't. Referees now all have the referees out of the equation.
Johnny and matchmaker here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, trying to separate them. Patrick Hernandez being helped to the back. Other officials are unconscious. I believe Hernandez broke his leg if you took a look at that Irish car bomb.
Well, many tense events here on our 100th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Johnny Goodtime career nearly ended, but
Good Time
there
going
he goes.
after him again. These guys are gonna. There's no way to separate these two.
This situation, as physical, as personal as anything I've ever seen here, TK.
That's a long way from over. So much more to come, folks, as the 100th episode rolls on.
Like to attend a free taping of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? Then come on down to the Ocean View Pavilion at 575 East Surfside Drive, Port Hueneme, California, 93041, and be a part of the action.
First, from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Sean Ricker.
You know, we've had many firsts in the history of this program, our 100th episode. Fitting that we'd have another one here tonight as we celebrate the first ever casket match here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Sean Ricker set to square off with Brian Cage in a casket match, TK. Both men looking to, I guess you could say this battle, this war will be buried once and for all.
His opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, Brian Cage.
Looks like Sean Ricker looking to even the odds, hit Brian Cage with a chair just like he hit him last time they were in the ring.
That's right. What a chair shot that was. Thunderous. Just when it looked like Ricker had the match won in that last man standing match with Taylor, enter Brian Cage, wicked chair shot. And just like that, Ricker lost the PP3 Cup and that potential title matchup.
Sean Ricker missed that chair shot, but you got to think he might be looking for another later on.
Cage now going on the offensive. Again, let's run it down. There are no pinfalls, submissions, countouts, or disqualifications. You have to incapacitate your opponent, get him inside that casket, and close the door, the lid.
And of course, this feud, this battle between these two men have gone on since, the history goes back to the beginning of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. These two men were natural selection. They were the tag team champions. Of course, their tag team partnership ended after they lost their matchup to the Tribe. Lost their titles to the Tribe, and ever since they've been embattled in a war. Back and forth they went, until now here they are in a casket match.
And after Percy Pringle cast Cage to the side, he handpicked Ricker for his one-man Pringle dynasty. And obviously, that casket giving Ricker a little case of the willies. He doesn't want to get too close to that. Cage here, full head of steam, gonna dive perhaps.
And Brian Cage, we've seen him, he's a fitness fanatic. This guy now, you can tell he's been bulking up, TK. He's been putting on a lot of size and power and strength.
Put one right through the uprights there, big strike by Cage.
Cage carrying a lot of muscle on his frame right now. You gotta wonder, now in the past we've seen Cage, he's been leaner. Right now he's carrying more muscle. You gotta wonder if that's gonna affect his cardiovascular, if that's gonna make him, a little slower. Is that gonna slow him down, Todd?
Oh, you wanna talk about breathing?
Oh, watch out. Oh!
Gonna be real hard to get a breath if you're trapped inside of that casket, which is the point of this matchup. The only way to win. Put your opponent in that casket, and as you mentioned, bury this issue once and for all.
That's right, there are no rules. The rule book's out the window. You can see there's no referee out here, TK, issuing a 10 count. Nobody gonna tell any of these guys not to utilize that chair. No rules. This match ends when one man is placed into that casket and the lid is shut.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood matchmaker and official John Ian out here also keeping a close eye on the action, and this is one that highly anticipated. Is this finally going to put this to rest?
And what a way to, literally, what a way to cap off part one of our 100th episode spectacular here. These two men, Ricker misses the chair shot. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is physical, this thing is personal. Right here in front of us.
Think of the bad blood between these two as they fight on the outside. Reversal by Cage. Ricker hits the steps hard. And again, anything goes. You got to get your opponent out to get him in that casket, to be able to close that lid so they can utilize the weapons surrounding the ring as well and expect them to do so.
That's right, TK. This is a normal match where you can win a match by keeping your opponent down for a 3 count. You literally have to incapacitate your opponent to give you the opportunity to close that lid.
Big strike to the body by Ricker, who now sends him into the table here, the broadcast position. Watch out.
This thing on, dummies. 100th episode. Here we are. Yeah, welcome, guys.
All right, third man on the commentary team there for a moment.
Well, once again, TK, we got the best seat in the house.
We have the action right in our laps here tonight. All right, I hope we're still on, fans. I don't know, there's equipment flying over here. Look out. Watch out. Oh, thank goodness. I thought he was going to put him through the table. Fans calling for it, and they get their wish. Every seat is going to be a front row seat tonight in this casket match main event. 100th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
That's why if you're watching this on television right now, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, there's nothing like being here live in person to witness the action up close and personal.
I'm not sure what Cage was going for there. Maybe a pile driver, maybe a power bomb on the floor, but it didn't pay off. Ricker able to counter with the backdrop.
Now Brian Cage, listen to the fans. He took the action right there in front of him. Maybe a mistake. Maybe if it stayed right out here near the casket, it might have been successful with that maneuver. Might have won the match.
Well, and that's where you can't, in that case, I know he's a fan favorite, but you can't listen to the fans there because let's think about it. Had he even hit the move out there, he still has to get Ricker to the casket. You want to try and hit something big near that casket to get your opponent in there.
Oh! Double axe handle right there by Sean Ricker, and that's right, TK. I mean, so much goes into this matchup. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you have to incapacitate your opponent. This isn't just a roll-up 1-2-3 match over.
Ricker now back in control after the big axe handle off the top. Both of these men so well matched, as you touched on. They were a great tag team, but man, they are bitter rivals and enemies, and they're so evenly matched, and that is really what has added heat to this rivalry.
Here we go.
Just that good.
First time, Sean Ricker asking for the casket to be opened.
Asking for it, but he's wasting a lot of time here. Got to get a move on, got to roll him into that casket. Ricker measuring him here. Oh, he's going to try and take him out.
Well, this is a good strategy. Cobra clutch here on Brian Cage. If he can put Cage to sleep, he could definitely be able to toss him in that casket and win the match. And again, we're seeing both these guys, TK, go 100 miles per hour. These guys are not stopping up. They're not missing a beat.
Got to be careful here. That casket is still open. Ricker had called for it, so you know, even a big strike that could perhaps knock the opponent into the coffin, quickly close the lid, get the win.
You can catch all of wrestling's biggest stars on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
And you can put a $ on that.
Tune in and stay up to date on all the latest stories and action on America's fastest growing wrestling program.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Check your local listings for time and channel, or catch us online on Fight TV.
Well, the casket now open. Sean Ricker looking to roll Brian Cage in there, win the matchup.
Again, he's got to get him in and be able to close that lid. This could be it.
Closing the lid, a big part of this. Wait a second. Looks like Cage fighting still.
He's blocking. That lid has not been closed. This match continues. Cage fighting for dear life from inside a casket. I mean, just think of that.
Brian Cage desperately trying to fight out of that casket here. And now striking Sean Ricker. That's what he's got to do. Because Sean Ricker, he's going to stay there. He's going to keep applying that pressure. So it's up to Cage to get Ricker out of his hair.
Cage not comfortable in there, wanted to find his way out. And sends Ricker back inside. So Cage was in serious jeopardy there, but able to survive, and this match rages on here on our 100th episode.
And imagine the thoughts that go through your head, TK, when you're lying in that casket. How frightening, how scary that would be for any of these men.
Counter there by Ricker, no, of course. And especially that with the history between these two. You know that they're gonna be closing that lid on this rivalry. You don't want to be the one inside that casket. So many bragging rights on the line as well. This is it. It is all led up and comes to this. One competitor, Ricker or Cage, will put a decisive end to this rivalry tonight. And how fitting on our 100th episode.
Oh! Cage with that big savate kick right to the solar plexus of Ricker.
Nice counter there by Cage. Caught him. We saw Ricker went to try and put him to sleep. What do you think Cage's strategy will be? He has so many weapons. Which one will he pick to try and incapacitate
Weapon
this
X,
challenger
lights
here?
out, you name it. And they're right where he said, Cage right with that kick, right to the midsection of Ricker. And now trying to get him in that casket.
Now just gonna try and power him in there. Ricker though fighting back. And no attempt there by Cage. Wasn't able to get him inside the casket. Oh, could you imagine if he suplexed him backwards?
I might incapacitate him himself just hitting that move into the casket. And now Cage up to the top rope. Looking to take flight, looking to take a risk here.
The spring in the legs of Ricker. He caught him. Superplex off the top, and that could do it.
Well, that might be what we talked about incapacitating your opponent. That might be it. Although Ricker took a lot out of himself from that maneuver.
Stole the words right out of my mouth there, Jeff. Yes, how much did that take out of Ricker as well? First man to his feet might be the next to make an attempt to put an end to this matchup. Crowd loving every second of it here at Glendale Studios. 100th episode of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. For everybody here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, proud to bring you this great historic action. Look out here, discuss, didn't want to hear about it, gravy train the other way.
Well, Brian Cage just got a one-way ticket on the gravy train, and now he might have a one-way ticket right into that casket. You can see Ricker's gonna call for it, TK. He's gonna call for it any moment. You're gonna hear it. Open the casket.
That's right, he might be, that train comes into the station, he might be pulling it, the Cage train might be pulling into the station for the final time. Hold on, what is he calling for? What is Ricker calling for?
I don't know, Ricker motioning to the entranceway. Oh, he's got Thatcher, the hired gun.
Oh. Here come the thugs. Thatcher's got a chair. Oh, he's gonna try and pay him back.
Well, here comes Ryan Taylor, making sure that justice is served here.
Boy, this thing getting very interesting.
Wait a second, one of the pallbearers in the ring. What's he doing?
Oh, he's on the take too? Give me a break.
He's gonna, uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. He's got him pressed here. Sends him into Ricker.
The pallbearer just got tossed into the casket.
The casket is open. Cage hits the discuss. That was a short conversation. Ricker up and now back down. What is Cage gonna go for here to put him away though? Oh, he's in the casket. If he closes the lid, it's over.
Ricker's in.
He's got him down.
He's trying to close it.
We're waiting for the official word here. Not closed completely yet. Now Cage calling for it to be open.
The casket not completely closed.
Yeah, the pallbearer was, that's why, because the pallbearer was in the casket. Hard to see from our angle because we are behind those open lid of the casket. The casket had a squatter in there. He had to get rid of him. He's been evicted, and now this guy's a pest. Get him out of here. Don't let him. Oh! Ricker now with the chair.
There's the receipt, TK. There's the receipt.
And that's what Ricker wanted from the very onset of this match when he was wielding the chair.
That was payback.
He wanted some.
Oh, this might be it. This might be the final.
Oh, that was a sickening chair shot right to the side of the head. If he closes the lid, referee calling for the bell. Ricker wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the casket match, Sean Ricker.
Well, that shot from the chair right to the back and then right to the skull of Brian Cage knocked him out, sent him flying right into the casket, and there he is, the big bad gravy daddy, Sean Ricker, standing tall, victorious in this casket match.
Wow, take a look at that shot. Standing over the carcass, the fallen body of his longtime rival, Ricker wins and puts it to rest.
My name is Jamie Iovine, and this, of course, is the modern-day god, the Adonis, Achilles himself, Royce Isaacs. And you can watch us anytime you want, of course, on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most of all, you can put a $sign on that.